What's a great night out in New York for you?
A great night in New York. Um, First of all, you need to start someplace good to eat because it's going to be a long night. The bars are open till 4. So I would suggest, I mean, it'd be easy to see somewhere like Chez Josephine or Hawaiian Tropics or something, some of them are sort of classy type places, but I would go to one of the Chinese restaurants that are basically $6.95 for an egg roll, your main course, and a drink. And you sit in, and it's fantastic Chinese food. And you're going to end up in Ray's Pizza place at some point anyway, so it's not like you have to eat too much. After that, I would probably head around 8th Avenue after that. We used to go to places like Kevin St James, Scuffleduck and that, but they're no longer there. I would go to the Hibernia, which is a new bar there. I'd go to the Blarney Stone, which is a great pub. It serves called Cannon, it serves Irish food and all that, and you get some rough and ready women in there, believe me. And then I would go to House of Brews, which is a great sports bar. If there's a sports game on that night, which inevitably there will be, hockey, baseball, something like that, baseball just now. I'd go there and you get a more high-end type of woman there, so at that point throats want to be lubricated a bit. I once witnessed a woman trying to literally force Tommy into the toilet within 2 seconds of him walking in there. Tommy being Tommy, of course, just KB'd her immediately, but that's the kind of things that can happen in New York. Then I would head over to Channel 4, which is you get the NBC crowd in, but that closes early, which is always a bit of a nightmare. Then you want to go somewhere a bit more rough and ready when the girls are a bit more looser, so you would go to somewhere like Jimmy's Corner, which is a great boxing bar. And then after that you'd probably round up in somewhere like the Irish pub, which in all sincerity a blind man with a stick could get a woman in. Because by that time everybody's well on, anything goes, and let's just say the cream of the crop's already been picked up, so you've got the dregs left, and being very much a man of the dregs, that would suit me to a T.
And when you go out in New York, is there specific areas you tend to stick to, or do you like to spread it?
I did like to spread it around, but that's a different story. I think it was first dictated by Tommy, who was my guide dog in New York. That's not a sexual thing, by the way. That was just an analogy. But I think that the story that you've written is about predominantly happened in Midtown Manhattan in the Diamond District, and we found very few diamonds. we found a few rough diamonds, very few. There was an occasional diamond in there, I suppose, being me and Tommy. That's about it. But that area we were in, the Old Castle was a favourite haunt of ours, and that's where the first night out took place, in the Old Castle, which is a good bar, and hopefully find us in there soon at some point for autographs, and we'll autograph any part of your body at all. Around there, around 8th Avenue. Never really went to Times Square, too touristy. Occasionally went in the Village or Soho or that when we felt a bit fruity. Went into Coyote Ugly once, which was, never seen any girls dancing on the bar or anything. Seen plenty of girls dancing, but you have to pay $20 a time for that. And occasionally we'd head into Queens, and that isn't an analogy at all. We went into the area of Queens, for the more, it's cheaper drink and cheaper people as well. So again, as I say, we're very much people of the gutter. So So we would stick to. I mean, although there's so many bars and so many restaurants like that, we would predominantly stick to 3 or 4 bars.
In the book, in real life, I think it's fair to say you sort of went to New York, not winging it, but living over a complete set.
No, that's fair, then.
When you got there, is it, as it seems in the book, is it as easy to land on your feet and get everything set up when you arrive on a set?
It is if you've got the weight of the Gambino family behind you. If you're the right type of character it is. I was very fortunate because you know, I had people like Tommy, who's like, you know, as a Marine, you know, stand-up guy, he's just like, you know, caring for you and that. And then my own character was able to come through much more. Was quickly realised that sort of, if you could walk and chew chewing gum at the same time in America, you've got half a chance of surviving. And then if you can kind of fly under the radar, which is what I've always tried to do in my life, then you've got another half a chance of surviving. So yeah, I think you've got to live large. You know, that's the key. You cannot go over there and just kind of eke your way about. You've got to get in there. You've got to, you know, bite the apple, as they say, and just go for it. Because if you don't, you'll get sucked up, spat out, and then you'll be back even more skint and depressed as you did when you got there. So if anybody was going over, the advice I would give them would be to just go for it. You know, take risks, push the gamble button, and at the very, very least you'll have some great experiences, and you'll being able to say that you lived in the best city in the world. But you know, for any young Scots guy going over, I would say go for it, and you know, keep going for it as long as you're there, because you'll make money and you'll experience some of the best women on the planet, and there might even be a couple of them that don't hate me, so that'll be all the well.